What up, people? It's your boy, Master Judy, out here with another comic review. So we got Flash number 37. I would say this is the 10th issue of the Flash I've owned. I have 27 to now 37. So I've enjoyed it. And, we get back to the whole thing that's happening at Iron Heights Penitentiary. How the rogues have secretly taken over subliminally and have used the basement of the prison as their base of operations to reinvigorate crime back in Central City. And so we see the mastermind of Captain Cold with Barry frozen on ice kneel before Cold, with all the rogues here kneeling before him: Heatwave, Mirror Master, and Golden Glider. So we're back at Iron Heights Penitentiary. We see Golden Glider with the rest of the prisoners with Mirror Master. They're just going ahead and pulling off a heist, just counting some booty. And we can see that Mirror Master's like, "Oh, you promised you'd save time for me, babe." It's like, isn't it beautiful, Sam? This whole operation, right under Iron Heights, totally secret and more importantly, successful. You just see being the boss is a good look on you, babe. We should steal an skating rink, so we can finally teach you how to skate. It's like, you just want another reflective surface down here. It's amazing what the rogues can pull off when we're not obsessed with the Flash. So that's actually interesting. Like, villains are like, okay, let's forget about Flash, focus on our operations. Instead of trying to beat him, let's focus on what we're good at. And now they got this base. And we see the whole thing right there. We see a Cold Day in Hell, Part 2. Joshua Williamson is the writer, Scott McDaniel is the art, Mike Gray the inks, Hi-Fi the colors, Steve Wants the letters. Hi-Fi and Barry Kitson did the cover. Hi-Fi and Howard Porter did the variant cover. Andrew Marino, assistant editor. Rebecca Taylor, the editor. So we see Captain Cold's like, since the day I picked up my cold gun, only 3 things warm my heart: money, women, and to pull a fast one on the Flash. Oh. So we see him just watching Flash across the whole Central City. This looks like, this looks to be, like him spying. And just on a quick note, the art's not bad, but Howard Porter was by far better than Barry Kitson, in my opinion. But I see, I'm nearly 3 for 3. Copperhead is the last thing standing in the rogue's way of controlling Central City's underworld. And then we see Godspeed basically saying, until the Flash finds out and races in here to bust you, Snart, which is why you need me. And he just says, oh, so you say. But exactly how exactly are you going to trick the Flash to coming to Iron Heights, Godspeed? Trust me, Cold, I'll lead him right where you want him. Meanwhile, without ever leaving Iron Heights. So meanwhile, back at Iron Heights, the actual place, we just see after Roscoe Hines, a.k.a. Turbine, was murdered in Iron Heights, the trickster confessed, and they were told that it was a closed case. But they're not refusing to believe that. And they're busy going through Roscoe's old stuff, and Kristen's like, there wasn't much in the cell. It's like, except what looks like he was an avid reader, it'll take us weeks to search for these clues. It's like the only notes I'm seeing, and Barry's just going through the books at super speed. It's like his case. These are all law books. It's like except for one, which is A Christmas Carol, and we see that it's a story about redemption. And we see that Barry's like saying that Turbine was a model inmate who stayed out of trouble. Being locked up in Iron Heights shouldn't have been a death sentence, and without evidence, we're not going to find out why he was killed. And then Kristen's like, Barry, you and I have spent enough time in the crime lab to know there's always evidence. So she's got that look on her face like, let's do some private investigating. So they go in, and they sneak into the solitary confinement, only 5 minutes. Like, keep in mind that Trickster may be a rogue, but he's barely out of high school. I'll be nice. It's like, Axel, it's Barry Allen. You know me. Can we? And we just see, oh my god. Then we see Trickster beaten up with his arm missing. And we just see the guy's like, ta-da. We just see, did the guards do that to you? And it's like, Wolf took my arm away. The one that Grodd ripped off. He told the guards to take it away when they, never mind. And it's like, what do you want, cop? And we just see Barry's like, if Wolf and the guards are abusing you, we're getting you out of here now. And we just see Trick saying, oh, I thought I was one of the jerks. If I say a word to this anyone, the big bad wolf will eat me alive. And besides, they got it coming to me after what I did. It's like, what you did? Did you really kill Turbine? It's like, he needed to go away. And we just see the Trickster, and Barry's like, why would a rogue turn on a rogue? You used to be thick as thieves. What changed? It's like the rogues are stronger than ever. Turbine was going on about forgiveness and the error of his ways and doing the right thing. He was going to rat us out. And then we just see, as they're about to find out what he was being ratted for, we see Wolf come in, getting pinned. It's like, what are you doing here? And Barry's like, what any good CSI do? Find the truth. And, you did this to a kid. It's like, what kind of warden are you? And then Wolf was like, oh, you question my authority? That's strike two. If I catch you investigating or disobeying my orders one more time, you're done. Return to your office before I have my guards throw you into solitary confinement. Oh. So, meanwhile, this place is super shady. And we see that Barry tells Kristen to go. And, hold on. Yeah, so, what is it? So Barry decides to send Kristen on her own, and he goes, damn it, sorry. And he goes investigating on his elf. So he decides to go into Trickster's cell because they didn't touch it, but he sees August here. And Barry's like, what are you doing? He's like, you gotta trust me. And he just goes off on Barry saying, why don't you mind your own business? Go back to your whole lab, right? So he walks. Barry realizes that before, August was a great detective, but he wasn't dirty. So he knows that he could never plant evidence, which is why he knows that August left him a clue. And so you see that, Kristen is talking to herself like, how can I get Turbine's autopsy files? Like, Barry's like, you could do that, but Sigma see right through. And it's also good to see Barry back to his chipper self instead of very, secluded to himself. But anyway, it's like, so they just have a joke, but to be honest, I didn't expect you to come back. I thought you were pulling your famous disappearing act. But maybe even you can change for the better. But we see that Barry's like, Kristen was transferred to Iron Heights because of me. My mistakes, but she's been giving me a second chance more than deserve. I'm going to follow that lead from August. I just have to wait. So, we see meanwhile back in the city. There's a nice banter between Kid Flash and Flash about when he did his homework, and he's telling him like, he should focus on not trying to go through his homework too fast. That retain your information the old-fashioned way. We see that that there's going to be something. There's something happening at 6 at the old rail line, and they're kind of late, but they say better late than never. And then we just see Copperhead's people basically say, "Look alive, boys! The Flash is coming in hot." And we just see, like, boss, the Flash is onto us. Like, follow the plan. Get the hell out of there. And we just see them running away. And then we see, not for long, so Flash manages to take the truck out of the guy. It's like, these are the same dudes who were working with Black Spider when he tried robbing that jewelry store. I'm going to follow the other truck and see who's giving orders. It's like, hold on, Kid Flash. We just see, oh no. And we just see, oh, that's a big gun. Not just any gun. This is obviously Captain Cold's gun. And we just see boxes of them. Cold is the only expert on building these guns. Where the heck did they get these? And so he's telling Barry to, he knocks out, he basically goes ahead and starts knocking out and just see, where does that tunnel lead? Copperhead will kill me if I talk to you. It's like, do you know that if a normal human being reaches certain speeds, their eyeballs could burst? Oh, it's like, okay, Copperhead's been feuding with some new guy over who's going to run the crime in Central City. These guns are part of the peace offering. They're working out a truce. Is it Captain Cold? It's like, I don't know. It's like, how are the rogues doing anything while locked up in Iron Heights? That's a good question. But we can't let Copperhead get her hands on these guns. So Barry goes into the tunnel. And he's going to follow Kid Flash is going to follow the other truck. So meanwhile, he goes back and he's in Iron Heights Hospital. It's like, I thought all the hospital sections burned down. Was Wolf restoring this, or? We just see the door clanks. Like, I know that look well. The detective mind of yours is working. The gears are turning at lightning speed, but you're figuring it out a bit too late. It's like, You're right where you belong, buddy, behind bars. It's like August. I knew if I played on your hope and the best on people, you'd find your way here. It's like it won't happen again. Trust me. You don't believe the perps in Iron Heights deserve a second chance because you doubt you deserve a second chance. It's like you're wrong. I do have faith in redemption, August, for everyone. Even the inmates here are capable of it. But right now, you're showing me that you'll never change. Iron Heights can't hold me. I'll just vibrate through. Let me just hear something. It gets super cold. It's like the walls are flowing with the same absolute zero energy as Captain Cold's gun. This whole room was engineered to flood the frosty environment to slow you down. So Flash is like, oh, you're just gonna freeze me to death? Is that the plan, August? Come on, man. You know that's not a fitting death for Central City's favorite hero. Look at the old red pajama shake. Boy, you certainly lived up to your end of the bargain, Hart. We just see all the rogues are together. So we see Weather, Wizard, Heat Wave, Amir Master, and Golden Glider. It's like, welcome to the roads, guys, Speeds. It's like, I never see the day. I never thought I'd live to see the day the Speedster would join. The brother's like, what do you want? It's like, I've dreamt of the exact moment, Fleet Feet. After we tried to pull one last big score and call it quits, you wouldn't let us. Instead, you told me you expected so much more from my skills. You inspired us. It's like, you. This is your plan to escape. This was your plan to escape Iron Heights? You kidding me? Why would I want to leave Iron Heights? But I have got to say, knowing that you were still out there running around while we were here just didn't sit right with me. Me and the rogues are happy here. This is the best setup we could ever ask for. I am a king, safe from the cops, safe from you. You've always said I belong in higher heights. That we all do, and you were right. You're in my world, Flash, and we see Captain Cold getting ready to beat down Flash, and we just see Flash versus Captain Cold, round 2. Nice. So this was a pretty good issue. The art was a little bit wonky, but, the story's good. We got to see that Flash is being set up. Captain Cold, the rogues have a good thing, and now he's in charge again, proving to be one of Flash's greatest adversaries. So, I give this a good 8 out of 10. And once again, thank y'all for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notifications. Make sure you're notified. Once again, I do these reviews for you, the people, because I want to discuss good comics and get your views on them. Thank y'all for watching. I should have more videos up again later today.